I sat at the edge of the bed, stomach twisted in knots, heart thudding so loudly it drowned out every thought. The truth sat heavy in my chest, clawing to get out. He stepped out of the bathroom, towel slung around his neck, smiling like everything was fine, like our world wasn't about to fall apart. We had built a life over 5 years, 2 of them spent calling each other husband and wife. He was the steady in my storm, the quiet in my chaos. But I had shattered that peace with one terrible choice. I hadn't planned to betray him. I never thought I was someone who could. But a business trip, a night out, a few drinks, then a mistake I couldn't undo. I had told myself it was meaningless, but the guilt said otherwise. I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep, couldn't look him in the eye without feeling like a liar. He hummed to himself as he dried his hair. He had no idea what was coming. My throat tightened. My hands were cold and clammy. I hated what I was about to say, but I hated the lie even more. Can we talk? My voice barely made it out. He paused, eyes narrowing slightly. Yeah, what's wrong? He sat beside me, reaching for my hand. I pulled away. That movement alone seemed to cut him deeper than words. I have to tell you something. It's going to hurt. He didn't say anything, just nodded, waiting. I dropped my gaze, unable to meet his. When I was in Chicago, I slept with someone. Silence, not the kind that passes, the kind that chokes. I could feel in the air between us. Thick, suffocating. When I looked up, he hadn't moved. His face was a blank slate. Not anger, not sorrow, just nothing. I'm sorry, I whispered, voice cracking under the weight of regret. It was one night. I regretted it immediately. It didn't mean anything. Still, he didn't speak. He turned his back instead, breathing heavily, his shoulders rising and falling like he was trying not to fall apart. Who? He asked at last, voice sharp but hollow. Someone from the conference. I don't even remember his last name. I was drunk. I felt alone. I made a mistake. He nodded, slow and mechanical. Then he walked to the window and stared out, his face still unreadable. I watched him, desperate for any sign. Anger, sadness, something. But there was only silence. I told you because I couldn't lie to you anymore. Because I still love you. He didn't turn around. Please say something. Still nothing. I moved toward him, but he lifted a hand, not in anger, just to stop me. I need space, he said. Cold. Final. I nodded, heart crumbling. Okay, whatever you need. Without another word, he grabbed his jacket and walked out. The sound of the door closing behind him felt like the end of something I couldn't get back. The days that followed dragged like years. No calls, no replies. I left messages, dozens of them, but his silence was louder than anything he could have said. I cried until sleep took me. I woke to an empty bed and a heavier heart. 5 days later, the door opened. He came in quietly, placed his keys on the counter, and walked straight to the bedroom. I followed, unsure what to hope for. I've been thinking, he said, voice low. I don't think I can do this anymore. The words knocked the breath out of me. My legs gave out, and I sank onto a chair. Please, I beg, don't say that. He looked at me then, for the first time, and it hurt more than the silence. His eyes were cold, distant, like I was a stranger wearing someone he used to know. I trusted you, he said, with everything, and you threw it away. I was stupid, weak. Let me fix this. There's nothing to fix, he replied. You cheated. You broke what we had. I wanted to scream, to argue, to remind him of all the good years. But I didn't, because deep down, I knew he was right. He moved into the guest room. We stopped speaking. Even when we were in the same room, it felt like he'd already left. No eye contact, no emotion, just silence. I tried therapy, wrote letters, left notes, but he closed the door to his heart, and I couldn't find the key. Then one morning, his wedding ring sat alone on the kitchen counter. No note, no goodbye, just that small golden band, cold and empty. I watched him leave with a suitcase in hand. I didn't stop him. I knew there was nothing left to save. Months passed. The people who once asked about him stopped. My mother's voice cracked more each time we spoke. I hated the mirror. I hated the choices that had led me here. I saw him once at the store. He walked past me like I wasn't even there. Didn't slow. Didn't blink. Didn't look at me. And in that moment, I finally understood. Some mistakes leave scars that never fade. Some hearts never turn around.